So you guys really enjoyed my last video on this subject, so I decided to bring more at you, because obviously you guys have a deep seething hatred that it makes me really happy inside to see. So this is going to be 5 more annoying people that you meet in League of Legends. Once again guys, if you have any suggestions for more annoying people that you meet in League of Legends, and no, I don't mean comment saying I forgot someone, because I didn't forget anyone, then by all means comment down below who you think deserves to be in the next one. First on this list is someone I used to experience all the time in the first few seasons of League of Legends. I haven't experienced them as much lately, but I know you're out there somewhere. This is the I gotta go soon guy. This is a guy that will say nothing during champion select to your team, aside from maybe calling his role and then nothing at the start of the game. But after 5 or 10 minutes in the game, he will say in the team chat, guys, I have to leave in 10 minutes, end fast or surrender please. Are you fucking serious? Is this some kind of joke? Like, listen guys, I know this might be a tough thing to do, but you can overcome your addiction to League of Legends. If you are so addicted to League of Legends that you have to play, even though you know you have to leave to go to school in 15 fucking minutes, then you need help. Seriously dude. Twisted Tree Line, Dominion, ARAM, go and play one of these game modes. Don't fucking come into a draft normal or a ranked game and tell me that we need to surrender because you don't want to get a leave on your account because you didn't have the fucking intelligence to realise that games usually last longer than 10 minutes. Thankfully, with the addition of these shorter game modes, it has been cut down by a lot over the years, but in Season 1 and 2 it was fucking rampant, and apparently people still do this. If you do this for anything less than an emergency, then you're a dick. Next up is the can't play guy. This sounds kind of similar to the last person on the list, but it is totally different. I think every elo will experience this at one point or another, but usually it's kind of between bronze and platinum, sometimes in diamond. This will be the guy that gets last pick, doesn't say anything for the whole champion select, your team are picking champions, everything's going fine, then it comes this guy's time to pick a champion. And what is the one thing that he will say in the team chat? I got no support champions. I can't play support. Hey dickhead, do you not think that maybe you could have mentioned this about 4 minutes ago when we were literally calling roles and picking our champions? What's worse is that they are all literally always lying. If you go on their Wall King or any website that lets you check their match history, I guarantee you that they will have a recent game or a few games as the role that they don't want to play in their history, but they will not even respond to you if you mention that. Instead of a support, you'll end up getting a Riven who will take your CS and blame you and the entire team for his own lack of communication. These people are shameless liars, literally lying to your face even if you show them a link to their profile on LoL King saying that they played Thresh 4 days ago. On a certain level it takes massive balls to commit to a lie like that, a lie that can be debunked within literally seconds. Regardless of their sheer ballsiness though, they're still children who feel like ruining a game on the basis that nobody could read their fucking minds and figure out what champion they wanted. Third on this list is a person I encounter far more than I like to admit, and it's a person that you only ever encounter on a certain game mode and map. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a professional ARAMer. Now I like ARAM. I enjoy doing it to unwind and have some fun. I don't care what people build, I don't care about winning, I don't care about losing, because it's totally RNG and it's supposed to be dumb fun. I think everybody who watches my videos understands that. You guys just play with some buddies to kill some time, try and get some wombo combos off. However, for whatever reason, there is a breed of player that has flourished in this game mode. Someone that will sit and shit talk his team for the entire game for their skill or for their builds on a character they literally might have never played. It's almost like this guy has absolutely no idea that we didn't pick the characters. Yes man, I know I'm terrible at playing talent, I understand that. However, I don't think that you understand. I bought him and forgot to play him about 3 years ago, so how exactly do you think I'm going to be able to play this guy at a challenger level against 5 fucking poke champions? These guys are kind of similar to the LCS wannabes in my last video in the series, in the sense that they comment on items and builds like anybody fucking cares. Seriously dude, let Tryndamere go AP. It's funny as fuck regardless if we win or lose, and all that I care about is fun. If fun to you is winning, but not watching a 400 AP Tryndamere spin hopelessly into 5 people in an ARAM, then you might be a professional ARAMer, so please consult your doctor. Fourth on my list is actually a type of person I wasn't originally going to add to my series, but upon actually sitting down and thinking about the negative effects that this person has on games, I think it's about time I reconsider and really try to go into why these people are total assholes. This person is the SMURF. Now, before you get angry because you have smurfed before, let me say that this is a particular type of smurf. one who is a total scumbag, I'm completely fine with smurfing as long as you don't intentionally lose games to remain at a certain elo just so you can beat the shit out of players who are obviously not as good as you. As long as you do your best to climb on that second account to like your regular elo, that's completely fine. So the smurf. From the second you get into champion select, this person is an insufferable prick. They tend to have their entire speech on copy and paste, which will give you a paragraph of information on who they're pre-made with, how good they are, what elo they're in, their match history links, and reminding everyone that they will carry them if they aren't trash. What makes me really sad is that a lot of the time, this actually works for some reason. I've genuinely seen people give up roles to these League of Legends terrorists, even if they're the main of that role, just because they want an easy carry. But me, I don't negotiate with terrorists. Listen guys, I know it might seem really easy to take the easy route on this and just allow somebody to carry for you, but really, solo queue is about you improving your skills, not about getting carried. You are the one that has got to do the carrying, and if you give up roles the second that someone mentions they might be good at it, it shows that you lack confidence in yourself. If this guy is so good, then why the fuck doesn't he go and carry in another lane? You called that lane, your first pick, you've got this shit. But you know what? I don't blame people sometimes, because there's that type of smurf player that if they don't get the role they want, they will literally troll the game because everyone in their team is ungrateful trash. Ungrateful? Sorry man, but literally, who the fuck do you think you are? This isn't charity we're dealing with. This is a single game of League of Legends. You aren't giving food to these hungry players and they're throwing it back in your face. You're a self-righteous prick who doesn't understand that not every single person wants to put their trust on the whole game in a stranger. These kinds of people don't leave things to chance. They want to make sure that they give 100% in games. So yeah, this asshole won't get his role, and he will end up randomly picking or just feeding so he can get another game quickly. Usually these people are accompanied by a duo queue partner, somebody who will back up the smurf and insult anybody who questions that person. Despite the fact that the smurf is actively ruining this person's games too, they won't care. A duo of dickheads who really do deserve a place on this list. Oh, and can I just give a quick shout out to the smurfs who will insult players in games, and then when they mention what their elo is on their main account, it's literally either the same elo or only one rank higher. Newsflash man, just because you were plat 3 smurfing in a gold 2 game, you are practically as good as us, you fucking idiot. Literally, nobody is impressed here. Everyone just laughs at how out of this fucking world insane you are. I think that anyone cares that you're literally 3 divisions higher than me. This last one on the list is actually one that I have been guilty of in the past, but I have made it a point to improve upon. This is one that can single-handedly lose games. It can create comebacks, it can end up with teams being aced. This is the junglers who don't call out when they don't have smite. I have seen so many games ruined because of a call on Dragon or Baron that would have normally been completely fine. Maybe you could have grabbed Baron or Dragon, you could have escaped with minimal casualties, maybe only losing one person, maybe using a flash or an ulti to get away, but generally things would have been fine. But as you get into the 1000 HP range on Baron, you start to panic. As it slowly goes down, your jungler isn't smiting. Suddenly the enemy jungler flashes over the wall. You start bursting all your ultis onto this person trying to stop him from smiting, but it doesn't help. The enemy jungler smites, stealing Baron for his own team. In that moment, the enemy team engage into Baron pit. You have no ultis, you have no cooldowns up, your team are totally aced without even killing a single person. The enemy team take this chance with a free Baron to take 2 inhibitors, maybe even pushing to win the game, or at least putting themselves at a massive advantage. You spend the next 15 minutes of the game trying to stop this juggernaut of a team that you were beating only a few minutes ago. And whilst you're lying in Baron pit and your team are asking the jungler what the fuck just happened, these 3 words are words that I see far too often in this game appear on my screen. These words boil my blood and they lose countless games. Had no smite. It is baffling to me that so many people who literally main jungle seem to think that this is not information that is useful to the team. This is literally the single most important thing you can type in chat as a jungler. It can save games, it can win games, and it can fucking lose games. If you as a jungler ping Baron and start attacking it, I assume you have smite. Everyone puts their trust into you to be able to take this buff. Now I can understand if you miss smite by a fraction of a percentage and it's stolen, but the fact that you don't even tell us that you don't have smite until after we get wiped is just the most mindless fucking brain dead thing I've ever experienced in this game. It's almost as bad when you start Baron and the jungler says this when Baron is half HP. Dude, we literally had to run from their second tower to get to Baron. There was so much time for you to tell us that. You're the one that started attacking it, you probably pinged it, and now the enemy team are ready to engage on us. We're tanking the shit out of Baron, and you're gonna tell us that you don't have smite when literally the entire fucking game is about to hinge on how well we do in this situation? It takes no effort, and it can save games if you're a jungler. This information is paramount to your team. Anyway guys, that was 5 more annoying people in League of Legends. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to go and check out the last annoying people in League of Legends video, I'll leave a link in the description, and you can also click on the annotation on screen to go check that out. Finally, if you like this video, don't forget to like this video, yes, and subscribe if you're new. So yeah, thanks guys.